Thank you for joining me. I am Tamara Jean, your soul architect and wellness astrologer here on High Vibe TV. I would like to begin by just extending some beautiful love, light, and blessings to David and Sophia and Aurora as they await little Asher's arrival. What a portal for that magical little being to come through, right? Which can be at any time, but just the beautiful energetic landscape and such a divine expression he will be of softness is strength, which is this theme of this energy that we have right now. It's all about, right? It's not about pushing, it's about following your own rhythm, having emotional sovereignty, and that we're not creating or moving or anything like through productivity, right? It's not that force. This is creating in presence, and such a beautiful expression he will be of that. So sending all of the love and light and blessings to David and Sophia, and little Aurora standing by as the big sister, and who's going to be amazing as his big sister. Just so excited for all of them. So holding those beautiful thoughts and prayers and energies for them as we wait. I know we're all waiting. And I have this gorgeous, it actually made me think of Sophia. I came across this video. This is Inner Lotus Music, and this goddess here with all the crystals and the beautiful golden butterflies. And it truly does represent the energy that we have with the Sun Jupiter conjunction, and with the new moon in Cancer that we are going to have first thing Wednesday morning, well, here on the West Coast. 3:31 a.m. Pacific time will be that new moon in Cancer at 4 degrees. And with this is encoded with the frequencies of 396 hertz, 528, and 639. And I feel it's such a beautiful combination of liberating ourselves from that old template, the old structure, right? We have that, Saturn, Neptune, now squaring the sun. And so there's all of this, what really is not resonant with you, with your soul. And this conjunction and with the new moon, it's all amplifying in that, that resonance, that alignment, and feeling all of that, right? All this Cancer energy of that nourishment. And this is such divine feminine energy. And so it's just so drawn with this, and really liberating imprinting that has been passed down, of that has shifted all of us, right? Not just women, but also men, like everyone, into masculine energy of like the overdoing, the over producing, and like trying to prove our worth through productivity. And so this energy now, and coming through in this beautiful new moon that is with the Sun Jupiter, is going to be spectacular. It feels in being present with that energy and being able to attune to your true, like the rhythm of your true self, your essence. And Mars making that sextile to Jupiter, it's giving us that courage to move with that rhythm, and also that you don't have to push, right, or force. So it's some really beautiful energy to implement what you've learned so far. I know we're all going through it in our own ways. The Sun and Jupiter finishing, well, the Sun's finishing in that gate of extremes. Kind of, thank goodness, right? It just, wow, the extremes we are all experiencing collectively, and then, right, individually, we each have our things happening. There is just such major reset and recalibration in all of the different aspects of our lives. I know that, like, I've been moving through it personally, right, in the different areas, and still moving through, right, the health and body piece, as I'll be coming up. My surgery's coming up on August, so as that gets closer, prayers out for that. I feel really good about it. I am looking forward to it. And I know that it's going to be a massive positive reset recalibration for myself and my body, my energy body, just so it's really going to positively impact so many things. But I know that we're all moving through these massive resets and recalibration. So really learning through this energetic landscape that we have currently, right? It's an emotional reset and soul rhythm, basically, is the theme with this new moon in Cancer. And right, the Earth also finishing in gate 10 in that behavior. So we're really, there's a lot of release in this reset recalibration, and right, of the old, and of course Saturn, Neptune assisting with that process also, and attuning, getting tuned into your soul's rhythm, and where you are, especially now with Mars in Virgo. It is a very conscious, like, in the detail, in your daily routine, in the action steps that you are taking, that they are very, right, they're not forced and they're not super fast. It's just very intentional and very mindful, right? And taking soul aligned action. We're going to have the sun move into gate 52 on Thursday. That is the mountain, and the Earth will move into gate 58 of joyous vitality. And I feel that energy, I'll come back on Friday, but that energy, and talk more about it, but this transition feels in where we're really getting highly attuned into our soul rhythm and this emotional sovereignty. It's almost like, too, like expanding our emotional intelligence, I feel like. And with everything that is going on, and there's this expansion of where we've known that obviously things are having to go to the extreme, right, to awaken humanity and the collective at the level that it needs to be aware for forward, right, forward movement and actual evolution. And we're in a point of quantum leaps here, and I will be having a special video coming out in the very near future. I'm going to re-upload a channeled video, a Sacred Feminine channel that I did a few years ago, with information, because as I tuned in and got a whole next download of information that does relate to that. So that will be coming out very soon. But we have so much that is that we are moving in through right now into the feeling, not fixing anything. Remember, we're not here to fix Earth. We're here to harmonize it. So kind of apply that in with our life. We're not here to fix anything. This is about listening to your body's rhythm and choosing to root there. You know, I've read David's amazing article that he wrote. The word that just kept coming through as I was reading it, I'm like, this is iconic. This is highly resonant and landing in, like, I know for sure in my architecture, and I'm sure, you know, for many of you. And about how he talked about like, where is the next promised land? And it's just so interesting with this energetic landscape that we currently have of, right, that it isn't a place, like a geographical point, even though we, being in this dimension, in this realm on this planet, a physical point, we like to have. And we are learning, right, in this process, in this recalibration of, I mean, there is truth to that good old saying of home is where the heart is, right? We are really feeling a resonance of home, but I feel it's in a different context now, tuning into like the divine, that's your home, and tuning into the divinity within you, and in your true self and your soul, all of that, the God source that is within you, and feeling that and feeling your unique rhythm of that, right, of your soul, and being able to act from that, having the courage, right, to act from that. That's what I love about this Mars sextiling Jupiter, helping us to really operate from that and implement and take those action steps. And right, and we're confident in that, and we've been building with all of these energies as assistance in feeling safe, right? There's definitely a theme with this energy of where you are the safety, right? It is not anything outside of you to make you feel safe, right, or secure. That's what I love about these frequencies that are in this video, that are particularly like combined in this way, because the 396 corresponds to the root, and that is like our trust and safety and security, also connects to our identity. And so there's a lot of programming there, a lot of wounding that is rooted there. And so these the energy with the planetary bodies, and on a grander scale of the cosmos, and how this is a soul remembrance, right? I feel like we're still in the portal or gateway of the solstice, even though it's been a few days now, right? Today's Tuesday. I have to keep on it like with myself. It's Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. And just kind of still in that influence of the solstice energies and the solar frequencies that had been streaming through back in that time. Almost feels like a long time ago, but it's not. It's been 4 days. And yeah, time is getting very strange. And but back to what I was saying of the cosmic reorder that is happening, and how that is impacting us in this return that we're still going through in the soul remembrance of the theme of the solstice, and remembering where you came from, so to speak, right? But at a soul level, and really rooting in that. So that's a big theme of the energies that we have right now, and moving through the new moon in Cancer, and as the sun moves into the gate of the mountain, and the earth grounding in that joyous vitality, right? It is like that, what feels good and brings you joy, and feeling, right, as you get attuned into this, and all of the old identities, all the false programming and the beliefs and the inherited codes of that came through and that are embedded in the root. I'm also hearing sacral portal, that center. in those areas specifically, in that distorted program and patterning with the productivity and the pushing, and that's your value, that's your worth, and that's how you have to, right? We had that going for a long time of the hustle. And it's not that you don't take action, right? And that you don't quote unquote hustle, but there was that energetic theme for quite a while of like, you have to hustle, you have to make your dreams come true, you have to do this and you have to do that, right? That's definitely out of balance. Yes, there's work to do. Yes, there's actions to take. And there's also presence and balance, and as much as being as the doing. And so all of that, there's been so much that's come through generationally, right? Of blood, sweat, and tears, and everything that was done so that, like, that, let's say, like, we can have what we have, and definitely have gratitude for all of that. And there is a new cycle, there's a new chapter, and returning to that balanced state. And so there is going to be a lot of, it feels also very healing in the emotions, in the emotional body. So there may be a lot of emotions, might hit the whole gamut, but there's a lot of joy. And, we've all done so much work that, yes, bring the joy. And that beautiful mountain gate that will be illuminated with the sun there, it is about, like, you able to stand strong, right? And even with the chaos all around you, right? Or noise, that you can be in your home, in here, and flowing with your unique rhythm, taking actions aligned with that rhythm, being in presence, and like being the mountain. So like in human design, right? Like your ideal environment, there's like passive mountain, right? And then there's, right, the opposite of that. It's funny because my friend is like the passive and I'm like active. And I'm like, I have to run around the mountain. And my other friend just likes to sit up on high, right? And she is to just be there. But there's that balance of that. So the ability to hold your field, right, as softness becomes your strength. So let's see, and these frequencies too, the 528, that is, right, there's so much being rewritten, let's say, right now, right? In this reset, recalibration, we are rewriting our code. And I mean that in different ways and in different levels. And I'll talk more about that in my special video that'll come out soon. And the 528, as we are liberating ourselves from all of the old stories and identities and roles, and embrace moving into what is truly coming from our soul and its rhythm and your essence. 528, getting into the cells and the DNA, right? That miracle tone, cleansing, healing, transforming, and that 639, harmonizing things. We have, I love it, Roman chamomile. So this will be of great assistance over the next, I feel like, little while. It's the oil of spiritual purpose, right? It says destiny And so definitely using that, and ironically, but is it? Roman chamomile on a physical level helps kill parasites. And so not only physically happening in your body, also energetically. That so that video that I re-upload, I will have to go through and find it, quite honestly, and to be able to upload it. And then because there is that parasitic energy that, right, has been infiltrating for millennia, very, very, very long time. And so Roman chamomile, I feel, it's helping to assist in the release and freeing from that, right? Because collectively we're moving into collective consciousness, moving to, are you going to root and believe in the truth or illusion? So, right, that is a part of the story. So I love that this new moon energy in all the transits that we have is a beautiful celestial rebirth, right, into our emotional sovereignty and such an amount of divine feminine energy, and helping to balance the masculine, and also healing for both feminine and masculine. Soul star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. As I said, as we're tuning into, right, I love that it's got the Merkaba up there in the crown, right, and how I've been talking about like the spirit portal, right, and tuning into that. And that's that interface with divine consciousness, with your guides, angels, ascended masters. So in tapping into that information coming in, and then we've got third eye activation. Sorry, that's not coming in too clear. As this beautiful portal, and I love that it's got the sun there and going through the portal, right? Clear seeing, inner vision. There appears to be a lot going on right now with the pineal, and also I keep getting the pituitary, right? And so that also, Jupiter rules in the pituitary, and also the pineal is the divine masculine, the pituitary is the divine feminine. And so that is the blind seer archetype in the back with the pituitary, right, which actually regulates the heartbeat, and the pineal is the magician archetype up in front, right, being able to see and have the vision and then apply, right, strategize, right, it's the masculine feminine, strategize the plan, the action steps, right, to bring it into form. So I'm seeing a lot of, as that information comes in and the codes come into your structure, and tuning into, so perhaps tuning into that blind seer archetype in the back of your third eye, and then how that connects, right, to pituitary, to then to the heart, and which is like the seat of the divine feminine, and really feeling then what the she wants to reveal to you in the vision, and then the magician receiving that energy and creating a vision of that vibration and feeling that is rising up within you from the source within you, from soul. That's really beautiful. I love that. So, of course, I am sure we will know Asher comes in during this portal. And just holding that beautiful space for their amazing little family. And I will see you back here on Friday.